Gabriel, just before you go, just a couple of things I do want to ask you about. Fascinating data coming out from Scotland about the AstraZeneca vaccine and if its efficacy for over 65, suggesting it actually does work in over 65s. Did we get that wrong in this country about not giving AstraZeneca to over 65s, and do we need to revisit it now?
Well, I was never in favour of that decision. I mean, there was no... the fact that they didn't include over 65s in the trial certainly meant there was an evidence gap there, but there was no reason to suspect that it wouldn't be effective, and that's the position that the UK took. Yes, the evidence has emerged, certainly about AstraZeneca. There is a difficulty. The evidence is really about serious cases and hospital admissions, which is the tough end of the spectrum. So if it prevents that, that is a really good thing. And the evidence, and Scotland is doing a really good job producing the evidence.
Should we revisit
on both vaccines.
Sorry, Gabriel, should we revisit this? Should revisit that decision?
Yes, I think so. I think both vaccines certainly seem to be effective across the age groups, and they certainly, I think the decision just to do single doses in the UK was absolutely the right decision, and they're already seeing that really substantial drop in new cases. There's still an awful lot of infections and an awful lot of people in hospital, but I think the evidence shows it is having an effect, and both vaccines are good, and both should be used in a single dose in order to extend the amount of opportunity available to everyone, or as many people as possible, to have at least one dose as soon as they possibly can.
Okay, just very finally before you go, look, we've all seen what's happened in the UK. They're hoping to be out of lockdown in a few months. We're a couple of months behind in vaccination wise. Can we look forward to September saying, yeah, that'll be us in September, do you think, or is that too optimistic? Just briefly, if you can.
Well, again, I come back to the variants. It all depends what happens there. And I personally, what I would do if I was the Taoiseach, I would be talking to Boris Johnson, and I would say, here we have shared territory on this island between the UK and the Republic, and the UK has purchased 407 million doses of vaccine, which is enough to do the whole population, adult population, 4 times with 2 vaccines. So I would have a discussion about getting a hold of some vaccine from the UK, and it could make an enormous difference.